Over 20 years ago, back when I was a much younger man, music was pretty straightforward, at least the types. You had rock, you had blues, you had jazz, you had country, you had reggae, pretty straightforward. There were subclassifications. Of course, that's an oversimplification, because you had classic rock and acid rock, heavy metal. You had jazz and fusion jazz and blues, and rhythm and blues. You had country and really bad country, that kind of stuff. But it was all pretty straightforward. You knew where you were at. Then all of a sudden, like I say, the early 90s, out of nowhere, all of a sudden you had all these artsy shoegazers that kind of came in from the great moist West, and they started playing this stuff that was a totally new sound. And I tried really, really hard to understand it. I did lots of research, and no matter how hard I looked, no matter how much research I did, no matter how many albums I listened to, I never got the answer to my question. And that question was, alternative to what? Went down to the corner to buy a pack of smokes, shoot the breeze with the clerk and saw some dirty jokes. Through the door there walked in the dapperest of blokes, kind who'd never drink domestic beer. I continued talking about my latest gig, while my buddy took the money from this capitalist pig. A vein in this guy's forehead, it suddenly got big, turned and looked at me with a sneer. He said, "You're singing songs about people you don't even know, acting like your life is pure as the driven snow, dancing with your shadows, wondering why they never grow. We don't need your kind around here. But what does it matter to me? Don't really know. They can't dig the groove I'm in, then they can all just blow. Drink another Red Dog, tune up my guitar. Long as they keep paying me, I'll keep on playing star." Went down to the bayou to have a drink or two. Bumped into this sweet young thing that I was sure I knew. Slid on over to her to show her my tattoo. She looked as if she wished I'd go away. I quoted Chinese love poems from many years ago, told about the big dog and a top 10 TV show. She just yawned a little, said I've got to go. Looked at me and softly she did say, "Singing songs about people you don't even know, acting like your life is pure as the driven snow, dancing with your shadows, wonder why they never grow. No one wants a man like you today. But what does it matter to me? Don't really know. They can't dig the groove I'm in, then they can all just blow. Drink another Red Dog, tune up my guitar. Long as they keep paying me, and I'll keep on playing star." Went down to the graveyard to visit my old man. Took some weak old flowers in a rusted coffee can. Heard a voice that called out, echoed through the land. Said everything you've ever done is wrong. I went and sat a little, talked about my life. Told him about the little ones, the car, the house, the wife. Bitter cold shot through me, cut me like a knife. Think he knew I couldn't stay too long. As I left, I thought about that call that shook the air. Knew that's what he thought of me and wondered if I cared. Would've gone back to ask him, but I didn't dare. So I went home, drank a beer, and wrote this song. But what does it matter to me? Don't really know. They can't dig the groove I'm in, then they can all just blow. Drink another Red Dawn, tune up my guitar. Long as they keep paying me, you know I'll keep on playing star.